repubulika, aha turi kumwe n'abanyamakuru bahagarariye ibitangazamakuru byo mu Rwanda ndetse n'ibyo mu mahanga bikorera mu Rwanda. Nyakubahwa Perezida wa Repubulika, turi kumwe kandi n'abanyamakuru b'abashyitsi baturutse mu bihugu bitandukanye harimo Zambia, Afurika y'Epfo, Cameroun, Kenya ndetse na Uganda. Turi kumwe kandi n'abavuga kumvikana ku mbuga nkoranyambaga zitandukanye twita mu Cyongereza social media influencers. Nyakubahwa Perezida wa Repubulika, mu bitwemereye twatangira turakira ikibazo kimwe kuri buri muntu, ubaza arabaza twibwire hanyuma avuge ikibazo cye. A warm welcome to our colleagues from the region and the continent. Please introduce yourself as you are asking your question and just give us a brief profile of your media house. We shall hear from our colleague from Cameroon. We can just...
Where are you from?
From Reuters.
From Reuters. Okay. You and then the Reuters and then we are done.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm called...
Where are you from?
Cameroon.
I mean, the next one in front of you is... You want to ask me what you know or what I know? Okay, let's quickly handle these two and then you can see how to proceed with others.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm called Kagame. I'm a promoter of two media specialized on decentralization, local governance, and local development issues. But with your permission, I will take the advantage that I know you are comfortable in more than one language to ask my question in French.
French.
Surtout que le Rwanda...
I'm slowly, I've been very slow in integrating in the francophone, but it's coming along. Let me see. Yes.
C'est justement parce que le Rwanda préside aux destinées de l'Organisation internationale de la francophonie que je me permets de poser mes questions en français. Monsieur le Président, quel a été le pari le plus difficile que vous avez eu à tenir lorsque vous êtes entré en fonction? Quel était le pari le plus difficile à tenir? Ensuite, depuis 2 jours, et lorsqu'on fouille les archives sur l'événement qui nous rassemble ici, Umushyikirano, on se rend compte que la question de la mémoire est extrêmement importante dans les échanges et la reconstruction du pays. 16 ans plus tard, avez-vous le sentiment que l'idée de base que vous aviez en tête au moment de lancer un tel concept a réussi à prendre véritablement ancrage au sein des populations au point de vous survivre? Et lorsqu'on songe que les processus de décentralisation en Afrique connaissent des formats divers et des avancées diverses, avez-vous le sentiment que l'articulation entre la gouvernance au niveau de l'État et la gouvernance au niveau local ont trouvé suffisamment de ressources dans ce concept pour que l'appropriation des solutions, des initiatives et et infrastructures que l'État crée à l'intention des populations à la base sont suffisamment appropriées par elles? Vous êtes le président en exercice de l'Union africaine pour quelque temps encore. Vous avez sans doute appris ce qui se passe au Cameroun avec 2 crises qui agitent ce pays, notamment la crise dite anglophone et la crise post-électorale après les élections du 7 octobre dernier. Quel est votre regard sur cette double crise et pour le leadership que la classe politique camerounaise attend de vous dans la résolution de ce conflit? Que pouvez-vous faire? Merci, Monsieur le Président.
The most challenging thing in my position, you started saying, right?
Coming up.
Sorry?
When you come in office, the most...
As president?
Yes.
Okay. Well, any leadership or responsibility challenge is real. Well, even more real in certain situations than others. So, in our case, where we started from the whole history, bit by bit, we found we had some responsibility, but the context that defined it made even that responsibility more complicated. From whether it was before the war or during the war, war period, I mean, by the way, is not just here in Rwanda. We got involved in the wars in other parts of the world where we used to live. For me, it is a number of years in Uganda and a number of years here in my country, under different circumstances and contexts. Certain responsibilities, however small, big, so then when we are here, all that kept preparing us to this position. So, depending therefore on the context and circumstances, leadership role can be more complicated. One role can be more complicated than the other. But at the same time also, the higher you go in terms of responsibility, the more complicated things become. You keep carrying more burden. The higher you go, and things become more complicated because you are dealing with the broader things than initially you were at a lower level. So, and in this particular case, again, I'm referring to the history also, it's not sometimes to be seen as if one is just in a certain place by accident. Well, we can say by accident in one form, but because it could have been something else, not that. But what is constant is all along is what you sort out, you sought to achieve or to do to achieve something. In our case, the many years of struggle, we sought to have a country that we did not have. But what is a country? Is it just anything you call a country and it is yours and you seek to have a country, you seek to contribute to do something that will make this country as good as it can happen, as good as you can and others achieve that you deserve. So the complication, therefore, the problem, the challenge, the unique one I face, if you say that, is to say, well, how do we put things together for a country we deserve to be there? What do we do to sustain it, to make sure that you're not doing well just for a day and then the next day what you are building collapses. So it drives you, but at the same time it challenges you every single day. And but you will find that people are doing that differently from others, and some do better than others. So there are many factors that it's not just, it's not something mathematical that when you do this, this happens, and there are many unknowns also and things. So that's how it has been. it's a challenge, it's a big thing. Because you carry your own responsibility, but you seem to carry other people's responsibilities as well. So it keeps changing. So that is number one. The other question on decentralization, a number of things that have been happening, whether we have sufficient infrastructure. I answer it in a simple way that what we are doing or what we get involved with on a daily basis, even when you think you are doing your best, given everything all you have, there is always a feeling that you are not doing enough. You do your best, but you never do enough. There's always something lacking. But that's why building is important. You cannot achieve everything in a single day, but you can achieve so much step by step. And the step again can be longer depending on what you have to deal with. So as we discuss here our own challenges, as we look at everybody's responsibility at lower level, mid-level, high level, we are trying to see how much we can maximize on the results we get. Put together, we are able to measure and say, where are we from the point where we started. Even in terms of resources that we give to decentralization or in the process of decentralization at different levels, we give them resources or they generate resources from within. Actually, we sometimes ask them for more than they are able to achieve with the resources they have given. But maybe that's the best way to do it. Keep trying to say, use the resources the best way you can, achieve as much or even more than you actually thought you would get by the same resources. Again, it's not a clear-cut issue. It's complex. Sometimes even there is a waste of resources. They don't go where they are supposed to go. Even when all the resources are available, they don't go where they are supposed to go. So that is what happens. But I think what we have in place is the best thing we can have, at least for this time. If along the way we find we need to improve something, then we will go ahead and do it without any impediment. If we need to change direction to get better results, we will change direction. But there is no point in saying, go slow. If you are in the direction you believe you are in, try to move as hard and as fast as you can. And that's what we keep seeking every day. But decentralization helps to get everybody involved, or more people involved than those who are not. If you can eliminate a case where there are no, if you can create an environment where nobody is left out, then that's what you want to do. So now you asked me something about Cameroon.
Yes, anglophone crisis
And what?
the two crises that are agitating the Cameroon since 2 years.
Okay.
The anglophone crisis since 3 years now, and the political crisis that started on October with the last presidential election as president of UA.
You see, answering this question is going to be very simple for me, on the basis that I'm very ignorant about it. So I will not say much about it because I don't know. I've heard so much about it in terms of what is happening, but I haven't dived deep into. So I would hesitate to discuss it or to make comments. But I am also aware that the African Union, the Commission, and others are paying attention to it. It has been escalating to some other levels. So I will not be very helpful in this case because I'm not comfortable with the facts or the analysis available to me about this situation, unfortunately, which I should have because it's an African situation. But there are other cases like that on our continent where I wouldn't say much because I don't know much, because I haven't been involved in that. And I wish there's anything I can contribute, I would contribute.
Thank you very much.
Villes Communes, la vitrine d'Almérie.